Hey folks, man, this is Monk, and we are back with another episode of From the Canopy Film Show. And joining us always, my co-host, we got Cornelius, aka Evil Corny.
What's up?
What's up, man? And we got Bobby Blockbuster.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, this is the show where we talk about film by way of news, trailers, and reviews, man. And let's get into this news, man. I got a crazy story that broke the internet. At first, things seemed a certain way when it was announced that Warner Brothers DC is canceling the already filmed and shot Batgirl movie. So, you know, the internet was going crazy. Oh, they don't have a plan and da-da-da. Well, it seems to be a little bit deeper than that, man. So apparently what's going on is part of Warner Brothers Discovery readjusting and trying to cut some losses from a deal that they made previously. I forgot what it was. Was it Warner Brothers Discovery acquiring HBO Max or HBO? I can't.
Discovery. Discovery acquired Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're cutting the debt that they absorbed from the Warner Brothers. And I think that's what is going on with this. So this is happening with no people just discovered this, users discovered this, but within the past few weeks, at least 6 Warner Brothers movies have been removed from HBO Max, including Moonshot, Super Intelligence, Robert Zemeckis' remake of The Witches, An American Pickle. That was great, dude. Lockdown with Anne Hathaway and Chiwetel Ejiofor, Star City Kings, and now that I'm thinking about, all these went straight to HBO Max when they premiered.
All of them. Yep.
Yeah.
So those were cut. All 6 of the films were labeled as Max Originals. The removals were noted by users on Reddit. In a discussion of the Warner Brothers decision to nix plans to release Batgirl in theaters on HBO Max or via any other platform. Meanwhile, the reboot of the classic comedy House Party from LeBron James and Maverick Carter's Spring Hill was previously slated to premiere July 28th on HBO Max, but was scrubbed from the classic from the release calendar. So, they said, this is common for, streaming services to add and remove content, but they didn't make any announcement about this. And Moonshot was pulled from HBO Max only about 3 months after its March 31st debut. So this article claims to suspect, and this probably makes the most sense to me, that HBO Max's removal of the Warner Brothers movies could be part of WBD's move to get streaming content payment obligations for underperforming titles off of its books. In the case of an unreleased movie like the House Party remake, the media conglomerate could be accounting for it as a tax write-down, as it is expected to do with Batgirl and the Scooby-Doo Holiday Haunt film, which is also never going to come out. Reps for Warner Brothers didn't respond to inquiries about the HBO Max film's removals. The company is scheduled to report second quarter 2022 earnings Thursday, August 4th, after market close. The Warner Brothers Discovery, they assumed a massive chunk of $43 billion in debt through the Warner Media deal. The merged company had a debt-to-equity ratio of around 4.6 following the deal close, which is crazy. $43 billion in debt? Wow. So I guess if they don't put this stuff out, they can just write off the total cost of production and not having to worry about, wow, dude, that's...
I mean, it sucks in a way, but it seems like a smart business tactic, especially if these films weren't really, hitting that hard anyways. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't know what you're going to get out of Batgirl or Scooby-Doo, but them other ones, like outside of what you say, the pickle, I mean, the remake of The Witches was not that good. A couple of those other titles, they didn't hit that hard either. So what's the point of having them? They're taking up space.
It says it announced that all 8 of the original Harry Potter films will be exiting HBO Max at the end of August. That's crazy because I feel like they just got re-added.
Yeah.
Like, are they going to, is this a permanent decision?
And Potter has
I don't think that's part of that. It's some stuff to where I think some of the Harry Potter stuff might show up on Peacock or something like that. I think they still make money off of that by probably licensing it to other streaming services.
Yeah.
While it's also adding a big bucket of content, including 28 films from A24, such as Room and Ex Machina, but none of the Warner Brothers original films purged from HBO Max were included in recent updates. As of now, several Warner Brothers movie exclusives from HBO Max are still on the service. Those include the 2022 remake of Father of the Bride, Let Them All Talk, Kimmy, The Fallout, No Sudden Move, Unpregnant, and 8-Bit Christmas.
They're removing Kimmy?
Let's say they're still on there.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that movie was good. I like that one.
Yeah, those are still on there. December 2021, before David Zaslav Discovery closed the Warner Media transaction with AT&T, Warner Media released a campaign touting major releases coming to HBO Max in 2022, including House Party, School, Holiday Haunt, and Moonshot. The campaign sizzle reel that was originally shared on YouTube has since been made private. You can still watch it on Twitter. Wow, dude. So yeah, I don't know, bro. This is wild, man. I mean, maybe times are rougher over there than I thought. I mean, the box office really, I don't think it's been killer for them. There's a lot hanging on this Black Adam film, and I guess we got Aquaman coming up. But. Oof.
But then also with that Batgirl, there was, from what I remember from what I saw in the trailer, they were gonna bring up Michael Keaton as Batman as well. So I mean, I know we're gonna get a little bit of that in the Flash as well, but I don't know. They're trying to reestablish some old characters.
I wanted to see it once I found out that the people who directed they were showrunner. I think they did the first 3 episodes of Ms. Marvel, and they were showrunners on that. Also directed it, so I was like, well, I like Ms. Marvel, so maybe this might be good, but I don't know.
I've been hearing some bad things earlier about like that whole Batgirl film. I heard things like costumes were cheap looking. It's just a disaster, like with all the what do you call them, the test screenings and stuff. And plus, I think they just trying to streamline stuff and kind of have try to make a better DCEU. I think that's what their plan is. Well, you can get away with like Michael Keaton being in like the Flash movie because that's supposed to be in a different, he's going to a multiverse type deal. But having 2 different Batmen, I don't know. I still think it's a push for Affleck to be Batman because last week they were mentioning him being in the Aquaman film.
Well, not for nothing. They have Affleck is coming up on the cast list for the Flash too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it could be a multiverse thing that has him involved with Michael Keaton. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But and that Supergirl in there. But it's like they didn't have a plan. And then like last year, 2020, whenever they released all those films directly on HBO Max, they pretty much just fucked up all kind of money, on that.
Big time.
It was nothing planned out.
I mean, I get why they did it initially because I mean we were still swimming knee deep in the COVID pool, and just to try to get subscribers and everything like that. But yeah, you're right, man.
But they could have done what they could have done like what a lot of other studios did, and just like held back on some of the movies. And I don't know.
Or just drop some of them as like HBO Max originals or something. But there is no
or pay-per-view type things.
There's no reason why Kong versus Godzilla should have been on HBO Max the same time it was a theatrical release.
Yeah,
that is movie quality right there. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I should have been able to sit in the house and watch that.
One thing I hope for in all these cancellations, I hope they cancel that fucking sequel to Mortal Kombat, because that Mortal Kombat was horrible.
That was the worst.
Sadly, I think that would have made money if it got a theatrical release.
It would have made money, but I would have been pissed if I would have saw it.
The trailer had me hooked. I was baited, dog. I was convinced that was going to be the Mortal Kombat we've been waiting for. But no, the only Mortal Kombat movies that are good are those 2 animated ones that just came out in the past.
I'm just saying, Bob. I hope they cancel that Mortal Kombat sequel.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, because that's what movie that didn't.
I'll put my name.
Yeah, that's what movie that didn't have to be.
I don't know. I would have wanted to see that Batgirl movie, man, just because, like I said, I believed in the creators, and I get kind of weird when I hear people talking about films that they haven't seen, especially when it's like immediately when I mentioned this story online, there were people coming in. Oh, no one wants to see this Batwoman, this second-rate Batman. I'm like, bro, like you just sound like you're averse to women superheroes in general, or like you know what I'm saying? It's like Batgirl. And that same person was like, I was like, well, look at Supergirl. They got 6 seasons for a second-rate Superman show.
Or what about She-Hulk?
I doubt Batman versus Superman and Lois is going to even get 3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of I get wary about the pushback, man. I got to see it myself, dude. You know.